Most men assume that when they're gone, their woman is just sitting there, missing them, waiting by the phone, and counting the days until they return. But let me tell you something. That's your ego talking, not reality. A woman doesn't just sit in emotional limbo, waiting for you to come back and complete her. She is constantly processing, adapting, and reacting to the way you made her feel before you left. If you think she'll automatically miss you just because you were in her life, you're making a huge mistake. Women don't miss men simply because they're absent. They miss men because of how those men made them feel when they were present. Did you leave her feeling adored, cherished, and emotionally fulfilled? If so, she will miss you in a deep, almost painful way. She'll replay your moments together, crave your presence, and feel your absence like a wound that won't heal. But if you left her feeling ignored, insecure, or emotionally neglected, guess what? She's not missing you. She's enjoying the peace. And here's the harshest truth of all. If she's not missing you, another man might already be filling the space you left behind. A woman's mind doesn't stay empty in your absence. It either fills with longing for you, or it starts moving on from you. Which one happens? That depends entirely on how you made her feel before you disappeared. So, let's break it down. What does a woman truly feel during your absence? What stages does she go through? And most importantly, how can you make sure she misses you the right way? Get ready, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you think about relationships forever. 1. She feels relief before she feels loss. Most men assume that when they leave, a woman is immediately overcome with sadness, missing them from the very first day. But that's not how female psychology works. The truth is, before a woman starts missing you, she often feels something else first: relief. Why? Because many relationships, especially ones where the man becomes too comfortable, leave a woman feeling emotionally exhausted. Maybe you weren't giving her enough attention. Maybe she felt unheard, unseen, or taken for granted. Maybe your energy was off, too controlling, too insecure, too predictable. Whatever it was, if your presence became a source of stress rather than excitement, then your absence will feel like a break, not a heartbreak. This is the part that shocks men the most. They think, we were together, so of course she'll miss me. No. A woman only truly misses what added value to her life. If your presence became routine, uninspiring, or even emotionally draining, she won't cry when you leave. She'll exhale. She'll enjoy the quiet. She'll feel free. Let's paint a picture. A man and a woman have been dating for a year. In the beginning, he was exciting, unpredictable, and made her feel deeply desired. But over time, he got too comfortable. He stopped complimenting her, stopped being emotionally present, and started assuming she'd always be there. He didn't cheat. He didn't do anything horrible. But he made one crucial mistake. He made her feel invisible. Then, one day, he has to travel for work. He expects her to miss him. He expects her to text first, to say she can't wait until he's back. But instead, she's enjoying the space. She sleeps better. She goes out with friends more. She feels lighter. Why? Because his presence had become emotionally exhausting without him even realizing it. And here's the dangerous part. If she starts feeling relief instead of longing, that relief will turn into detachment. And detachment is where a woman moves on, mentally, emotionally, and eventually, physically. Men always focus on whether a woman will miss them. But the real question is, when you're gone, does she feel a hole in her life? Or does she feel peace? If it's peace, then your absence isn't making her want you back. It's helping her see she might be better without you. Now, what happens next? Does she eventually start missing you? Or does someone else step in before that happens? 2. She only misses you if you left a void. A lot of men assume that just because they were in a woman's life, she will automatically miss them when they're gone. But that's not how it works. Women don't miss men. They miss how those men made them feel. If you didn't create a deep emotional impact, your absence won't leave a void. And if there's no void, there's nothing for her to miss. Here's what most men get wrong. They think time alone makes a woman miss them. They assume that the longer they're apart, the stronger her feelings will grow. But in reality, missing someone isn't about time. It's about attachment. And if you never built strong emotional attachment while you were there, she won't feel your absence when you're gone. Think of it like this. If you go to the same coffee shop every morning, but the coffee is just average, do you really care if one day they close down? Probably not. But if that coffee shop made the best drink you ever had, something that made your morning exciting every single day, then its absence would hit you hard. It's not about the routine, it's about the value. Now, let's apply this to relationships. A man and a woman have been dating for a few months. He thinks things are going well because they spend time together, go on dates, and talk regularly. But here's the problem. He's not emotionally present. He doesn't excite her. He doesn't challenge her, make her laugh, or give her strong emotional highs. He's just there. A decent guy, but nothing unforgettable. Then he leaves for a month-long business trip. He expects her to miss him, but instead, she barely notices. She still goes about her day, hangs out with her friends, and doesn't feel that deep ache of longing. Why? Because he never left a strong emotional imprint on her in the first place. This is where men fail. They think presence alone builds attachment. It doesn't. What matters is how you made her feel while you were around. If you weren't exciting, emotionally engaging, or deeply connected with her, your absence is just empty space, easily filled with distractions, new experiences, or even another man. So, if you're wondering whether a woman misses you, ask yourself, did I leave a void? Did I create memories, emotions, and experiences so strong that nothing else can replace them? If the answer is no, then her mind isn't clinging to your absence. It's moving on from it. And if someone else steps in to offer what you didn't, she won't just forget about you. She'll upgrade. 3. Another man can replace you faster than you think. Men like to believe they're irreplaceable. They assume that if a woman truly loved them, she wouldn't even think about another man. But here's the truth. Women don't wait forever. If your absence creates an emotional gap and you're not around to fill it, someone else will. It's not always about a new guy being better than you. It's about timing, attention, and emotional fulfillment. A woman's emotions don't stay frozen in place while you're gone. She still craves connection, excitement, and validation. If she's feeling lonely, unappreciated, or disconnected, she's naturally going to be more open to anyone who steps in and makes her feel seen. This doesn't mean she's disloyal. It means she's human. Just like men don't sit in emotional limbo forever, neither do women. The harsh truth is, your absence doesn't make her stop needing affection, attention, or excitement. If another man is providing what she's missing, she's not going to sit there resisting it out of loyalty to memories of you. And don't assume she'll only replace you if things were bad between you. Sometimes a woman still has love for you, but your absence creates distance. Time apart means fewer shared moments, fewer inside jokes, and fewer emotional highs. If someone else comes along during that time and gives her the kind of presence and engagement she craves, she won't sit around thinking, I should wait for my guy to come back. She'll naturally start bonding with the person who is actually there. Most men make the mistake of thinking that if a woman misses them, she'll just wait it out. But missing someone isn't the same as staying loyal to them. a woman can miss you and still move on. She can think about you and still entertain someone else. Emotional connections don't just disappear overnight, but they do fade when they aren't maintained. So don't assume that just because you had a connection, it will always be there. If you create distance, she will fill that space with something else. And if that something else makes her feel better than she did with you, then you're not the man she's waiting for anymore. You're the man she's slowly replacing. 4. Your absence tests her true attraction. Men love to believe that if a woman is with them, she's fully invested. But the reality? Your absence reveals the truth about where you actually stand with her. A woman's attraction isn't measured when you're in front of her, making her laugh, taking her out, or texting her every day. It's tested when you're not around. If she genuinely desires you, your absence will amplify that attraction. She'll think about you, crave your presence, and feel the emotional gap. But if she was only half interested, your absence won't create longing. It will create indifference. And here's where most men fail. They assume that because a woman responded to their texts, went on a few dates, or even said, "I love you," that her attraction is set in stone. Wrong. Women don't operate on fixed attraction levels. Their emotions are fluid, shaped by experiences, effort, and, most importantly, how they feel in your presence. So if a woman loses interest the moment you're gone, it's not because of distance. It's because she was never fully invested in the first place. Maybe she was just going along with the relationship, maybe she liked the attention, or maybe she was waiting for a better option. Whatever the case, your absence didn't ruin the attraction. It simply revealed the truth. Men need to wake up and stop assuming women will just stick around because they once had something good. Women stay where they feel emotionally fulfilled. If she wasn't deeply attracted to you, your absence is nothing but an opportunity for her to detach without guilt. So, instead of panicking when a woman pulls away, pay attention. Is she missing you, or is she relieved? Is she reaching out, or is she comfortable with the silence? The way she reacts to your absence tells you everything you need to know. And if you're noticing a pattern, if women always seem to lose interest the moment you're not around, it's time to take responsibility. Attraction isn't just about having a good time together. It's about creating an emotional impact so strong that even when you're gone, your presence lingers in her mind. So don't just expect a woman to miss you, give her a reason to. 5. Missing you doesn't mean she'll come back. A lot of men assume that if a woman misses them, it's only a matter of time before she comes running back. But here's what most guys don't understand. Missing you and wanting you back are two completely different things. A woman can miss the way you made her feel, miss your presence, and even think about you often. But that doesn't mean she'll pick up the phone and try to fix things. Why? Because emotions alone don't dictate a woman's actions. Logic, self-respect, and circumstances do. She might miss you, but if the relationship was full of drama, neglect, or emotional exhaustion, she'll remind herself why she left. She might miss you, but if she's already built a new life without you, she won't want to disrupt her peace just to relive an old cycle. She might even miss you deeply. But if another man is offering her something better, why would she go backward? Men need to stop assuming that just because a woman has feelings for them, she'll act on those feelings. Women process emotions differently. They can feel love, pain, and nostalgia all at once, but still choose to walk away because their self-respect won't allow them to return to a situation that wasn't fulfilling. And here's where most men make a mistake. They assume that because she's watching their stories, liking old pictures, or even reaching out casually, that she secretly wants to come back. But missing you is not the same as wanting a relationship with you. Sometimes it's just curiosity. Sometimes it's just boredom. And sometimes it's just a fleeting moment of nostalgia, not a sign that she wants to start over. So, instead of assuming that missing you means she's on her way back, ask yourself why she left in the first place. Did she feel unappreciated? Did she feel emotionally disconnected? Did she outgrow the relationship? Because if nothing has changed, even if she misses you, she won't come back. And even if she does, it won't last. The bottom line? Missing you is just an emotion, but returning to you is a choice. And unless you've given her a reason to believe that being with you is better than being without you, she'll choose herself every time. Here's the cold, hard truth. A woman's feelings for you are only as strong as the impact you left on her. If your presence didn't make her feel deeply connected, excited, and emotionally fulfilled, your absence won't make her crave you. It will make her forget you. Men love to believe that love is enough to keep a woman attached, but love without emotional depth, excitement, and respect means nothing. Women don't wait around for men who made them feel average. They don't chase men who didn't challenge them, inspire them, or make them feel truly desired. If she moves on easily, it's not because she's heartless. It's because you didn't leave a lasting mark. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a woman move on faster than you expected? Or maybe you've noticed that she only missed you when it was too late. Drop your experiences in the comments below, and I'll be reading and responding. Let's talk. And if you got value from this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's a lot more coming your way, and you don't want to miss it.